is unlicensed. They can give it unlicensed. No vaccine has ever been proven safe. No vaccine has ever been proven effective. No two vaccines have ever been tested together for their efficacy. What that means is you can take one drug and it might not be too bad. You can take another, it might not be too bad. Take them together and they can kill you. They are therefore using our children as experiments when they give them all those vaccines together. Remember what I said was in them? Viruses, funguses, mold, parasites, aborted cell lines from our babies. Now that new vaccine is like no other. Remember that. Goes into your DNA, changes you. It makes you transhuman. Do you want that? No. Are you going to let your children have that? No. GP surgeries. Have we got any GPs out here that are brave enough to stick your hands up? I thought not. Excellent! Let's give a round of applause for the GPs that have
Come on, GP. Speak out, be truthful.
The government now wants to make vaccines the first thing that the GPs are going to do. And they're not only going to let them make a profit, they're going to pay them 10 quid for every vaccine that you give. That adds up to an awful lot of money. That means they're incentivizing. When you bring money into it, you get corruption. What do you get? What have we got here? The medical system. We're going to have Dr. Kenny Corbyn tell us all about it. The Nazification of the NHS. They are saying all about making you sick, keeping you sick, killing you and charging you along the way. They are now called hospital kills. What are they called?
Switch off recycling. So I can Monday topic. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Okay.
We do not consent!
Consent! We do not consent! We do not consent!
We do not consent! We do not consent! We do not consent! We do not consent! We do not consent! We do not consent!
We do not consent! We do not consent!
We do not consent! We do not consent!
On all counts, from the army, medical side, and from the day we're going to win. Don't think that it's a voter. With martial law and every intoxicating methods that they can do, we are going to win. Stand up.
Now.
Two, yeah. Yeah, 1, 2. That's a bit more high kick. 1, 2. Yeah. Good to go. Can you hear me? We were talking about our GPs. Let's give them a quick round of applause again over there to the left. The government is incentivizing that vaccine that's got
want to kill you. It's going to make you sterile. Are you going to take it?
No!
Are you going to let your kids have it?
No!
When it goes into your DNA, it's going to change you forever. Even scientists are terrified. It's never been done before. Moderna has never ever made a vaccine, and they want to give it to you. It's experimental. It goes against everything in the Nuremberg Code. Are you going to take it?
No!
Are you going to let your kids have it?
No!
Civilians in uniform, of the people, for the people. Choose your side.
Choose your side! Choose your side! Choose your side! Choose your side! Choose your side!
Let's talk about those tests. People, let's talk about the tests. Remember, anyone out there who is of faith, they will tell you this is in all scripture. It's a spiritual war. It is a spiritual war. I can't hear you at the back. I still can't hear you at the back. Amen. They're going to make it policy. They're going to tell you if you don't have the vaccine, you can't go to work. You can't go to school. You can't go to university. You can't travel. They're going to tell you you can't shop. They're going to make the food scarce. They've already printed ration cards in the UK. It's a fact. It's in your body. That hydrogel is particles moved around your body by electromagnetic radiation. They've been laying it everywhere. Mark Steele's going to talk to you about it shortly. Again, let's give him a cheer. You all know what it's called. Let's name it. 5G! 5G! There are heavy metals in the vaccines. I'm not going to talk about this very much. We're breathing them in. They spray them for the geoengineering. It's in the water. It's in the food. Aluminium and mercury in the vaccines. Even Wi-Fi to bring into our house and Alzheimer's. But you know what else? They make you sit like an antenna for that electromagnetic pulse radiation. Are we going to say yes?
No!
Are we going to acquiesce to the enemy?
No!
But you civilians in uniform, of the people, for the people, working on the orders of a tyrannical government, you are going to get that vaccine. Then they're going to switch up that electromagnetic pulse radiation. You've got radios on. Every time that radio comes on, you're going to sit like an antenna in the city.
Choose your side! Choose your side! Choose your side! Choose your side!
So folks, are we going to put up with another lockdown?
No!
Are we going to get up and get all our small businesses and give them our money?
No!
Are we going to support all these globalist big tech companies?
No!
Are we going to get out there and take back our sovereignty?
Yes!
So now I want to introduce you, because I need a drink of water. I probably need more than that. I am natural nurse in a toxic world, Kate Chevalani. You all know who this is. This is the man who is responsible for making this happen today. All over the South, this is Piers Corbyn.
Thank you!
I can't hear you. This is Piers Corbyn. One more time. Let's hear it. Piers Corbyn.
Wow. Hey, that is amazing.
I want to thank Kate Cimaroli. Getting here, compared with 6 people standing around a little square.
Yeah.
This is amazing compared with the middle of April when 6 of us were standing around a little square in Glastonbury and moved on by the police. And I want to thank everybody involved that's got us here. The headaches to get to this point involving the police, technical stuff, have been horrendous. But we've got through it, and I want to thank everybody involved in the sound system now. Okay. Now, I am Piers Corbyn, a scientist and campaigner for rights, jobs and freedom. And that's why I'm here, because with the Stop New Normal and Save Our Rights campaign, we're fighting for the scientific truth to build a mass movement against the fake science behind the lockdowns and the new normal. In May, I was arrested twice, along with 30 others also arrested, for assembling with a group of more than 2 people. No, officer, there's more than 2 people here.
They can't do nothing. Woo!
Now, those who are arrested, dozens of doctors, nurses and healthcare professionals have also been victimised for speaking the truth against the fake figures, the malpractices in the NHS over COVID and the bogey stories. And we, the movement, pledge here and now, we will defend everybody arrested or harassed under the lockdown rules, and we will fight for the reinstatement of every nurse, doctor and healthcare professional who's victimised by this monstrous legislation. And I want to applaud the healthcare professionals who you're going to hear from later. I want to applaud them for being here now. Yes. Now, for the general public who are listening to this, the truth is that no more people are getting ill or dying from the supposed COVID virus than any normal flu. And in fact, more people die or get ill because of lockdowns than without lockdowns. So that means, whether you believe the virus is a hoax or not, there is no justification in any terms for the COVID lockdown rules. So we say on lockdowns, no more lockdowns, save lives. Now let's do that. No more lockdowns, no lives. No more lockdowns, save lives. No more lockdowns, save lives. Okay, now the next thing we know is that distancing, antisocial distancing, does not work. You need to meet people and shake hands and talk to them in order to boost your immune system. So, I say to you now, you hug the person next to you, with permission, hug the person next to you in order to promote your immune system.
Yeah, but
hug against COVID. Hug against COVID.
Let's hug.
Now, we're told that people wear masks when you talk to them.
Oh, it's just in case there's a virus around. But look at those fences around the square. Would those bollards stop a fly? No. The masks are expected to stop a virus which is comparatively the same size as a fly flying through a hole. It is completely insane, and the masks hold your toxins and make you ill. So, just in case you're worried about something, do not wear a mask. The masks are a symbol of submission. We do not consent. We do not consent. We do not consent. We do not consent.
We do not consent. We do not.
When enough people are wearing masks, Boris will know he can go ahead with a new lockdown. So in the next 5 days, he's got a campaign like hell to take off those masks. Now, I needn't tell you much about vaccines, but the immune system, especially modern ones. So just in case of anything, do not take a vaccine. Say no, no, no. When I was arrested, I'd been warning that the vaccinations were planned by Bill Gates all over the world to make billions. And the mainstream media said, this is a conspiracy theory. Then we said, there are empty hospitals now pretending to be emergency for COVID. We now know that is true. And we know Bill Gates does want to vaccinate the world. Yesterday's conspiracy theories about COVID are today's truth. So next time they attack us for conspiracy on COVID, say, you are lying.
You are lying.
You are lying. You are lying.
You are lying.
And the stories they'll produce for the next lockdown, bubonic plague, God knows what, they will be more fake than anything they've done so far. So you say no and walk the streets and defy any attempts to keep you indoors. We will oppose martial law on the streets. So the COVID measures, if you look at every one of them, they are the truth is the opposite to what they say. And we are being warmed up like frogs. If you put a frog in hot water, it jumps out. If you put a frog in water and warm it slowly, they'll cook. That is what they're doing to us. They're cooking our brains with psychological operations. We have now, they're moving towards a society based on lies. And George Orwell warned us of these things. I know I have a book of his. George Orwell said, in a society based on lies, speaking the truth is a revolutionary act. And unmasking now is also, therefore, a revolutionary act. Tell your friends, unmask now, do not submit.
Do not submit.
Do not submit. Do not submit. Do not submit. Now, it's amazing how they're getting away with it. But look, they do things, tricks, step by step. A few months ago, they said, oh, black people are more likely to get it. So you look around, like, oh, there's a black person. Oh. So it's contagion fear labelled black by black people. That's what they're giving us. And of course, the reasons for this are lack of vitamin D. Now, white people who stay indoors and go pale, they're also short of vitamin D. Yes. So why didn't they give us vitamin D tablets instead of masks? Yeah, okay. Right. So they're using contagion fear to divide us. Now, this happened in Germany. Hitler used contagion fear to lock up, well, you know what he did. It was contagion fear of Jews, and that way we have what we have now. Hitler got into power though using the trade unions. That is what's happening here now. The trade unions have complied with this monstrous lockdown and notification. The trade unions have to wake up. They're like Esau in the Bible. He sold his birthright for a mess of pottage. And the trade unions are saying, oh, 80%, that's okay, we'll do that, and then we'll get our jobs back. There's no jobs coming back. They've been handed over to the mega corporations and they'll pay you Amazon zero contract hours wages. We say no. The COVID rules are not to control COVID, they are to control you. Now, what we've got to do, we've got to have a petition around to you to sign that say if the government can't prove there's a virus, then they've got to give up all their measures. So far they failed, and we got to September the 5th. But nevertheless, although there's no virus they found, Imperial College, Oxford. Okay. What they're saying is they've seen a bit of DNA on the dish, and therefore that looks similar to a virus, so it could turn into the virus. It's like an Agatha Christie novel. We want evidence, was there a man in the room? And I look around, there's no shoes or nothing. And I see some bananas. DNA as humans, therefore there was a man in the room. It's a pack of lies. I am speaking later again in Parliament Square, by the way. Okay. And there's a few other people wanting to say, but I just want to end with the issue of psychological operation. They haven't publicised this, a whole behaviour insight team in Matthew Parker Street, SW1 near Parliament. That is for psychological control of you. It's like telling ants to socially distance. It's crazy. Madness. So we say, bin the behavioural insight team, or put shortly, bin the bit. 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 And lastly, almost, hands up those people who have or will sign a letter to their MP telling him to stop the lockdowns or go from office. Yes. And if they don't go, we will drive them out.
Just to remind you, if your MP lies, so if you write and ask them a question and they lie while they're in office, it can carry lifetime in prison.
Jail the liars. Okay, we're almost there. So the next few months or weeks or days, we've got to do two things. One, every locality must build a movement against the new normal. Build your own committees against the new normal. And we here will have a standing committee against the new normal. Open to anybody who will fight the new normal, irrespective of their political background. Fight the new normal together. And I suggest we end with a chant, no more lockdowns, save lives. Go. No more lockdowns, save lives. No more lockdowns, save lives. No more lockdowns, save lives. Thank you.
Here's Corbyn, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear a massive round of applause. Piers, you forgot your bananas. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to point to the fact that at the front here, we have some of our disabled people that are vulnerable. These are the people we need to protect from the tyrannical government. Let's hear a round of applause. I'm disabled. Now, for all you guys out there, you've seen the wrinklies, you've seen the middle-aged woman. Now you're going to hear Lalani, page 3 model. She's just going to do a one line while she supports us. Come on, the beautiful Lalani. You might have seen her on the Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Hi there, thank you. I didn't prepare anything. Kate just asked me to come up here, and I've been following her since the start of all of this. So I just want to say I totally support our nurses that are speaking out. I support the whistleblowers speaking out. I support the doctors speaking out. I support the scientists speaking out. And I'm here to say no mandatory masks and no mandatory vaccines.
And we support the beautiful. We support even our celebrities. Love them or hate them. We need them. Let's hear it for the Lordy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, children, truth seekers, health seekers, sovereign bodies. We have a very good whistleblower here. Dr. Kevin Corbett. He's a nurse. I'm not even going to read out his credentials. They're that long. He has also whistleblown on the Metropolitan Police and the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Common purpose. And they have buried it. This is the man who authored the papers about the Nazification of the NHS. Let's hear it for Dr. Kevin Corbett.
Good afternoon, Trafalgar Square and the world. My mum and dad were nurses at the start of the NHS. They loved it. They inspired me to be one. I'm a retired qualified nurse and a health scientist with 40 years experience. After the war, the NHS ordered to save people. Not anymore. Since January, our government has commanded the new NHS to spread fear and viral hysteria. Contagion fear, designed to control you and all healthcare professionals, doctors, nurses, paramedics and therapists. We now are under COVID dictatorship. There is no public scrutiny and oversight of hospitals, no coroner's juries, no autopsies. We have school kids and supermarket shoppers in face nappies. And in London, our head of the police, common purpose leader, Cluster Dick, shame me when I don't wear a mask. We have unnecessary isolation of patients. We have presumptive medical diagnosis inflating the statistics. Friends and relatives dying with... I personally experienced this when my cousin's aunt died. And family and the priest were banned from the nursing home. And I bet all of you have had experiences like that, yes? Viral Terrorism Act, testing, isolation, you can be removed from your homes. What do you think of that? It's up for renewal in a few weeks. What shall we do? I say we should bin it, scrap it, and bring back common sense. We must write to MPs and demand they scrap the Coronavirus Act, or we're going to scrap them. Now, all trained healthcare professionals, and there's a lot here, we are regulated by three bodies: the General Medical Council, the Nursing Council, and the Health Professions Council. Our government's corrupted them completely. Kate's the best nurse I know. Give her a round of applause. Dr. Adil, brilliant surgeon. Best surgeon I know. Both of them suspended. What do you think of that? Nursing Council. Dr. Deal. Kate and Dr. Dill both suspended by the regulator. Amazing. I got a letter from my nursing council, and do you know what it said? It said, we're going to build the new normal. No vaccines! Last week, the Queen's nursing people, without their consent, and no families have been informed until they find out. This is unethical and immoral and should never happen. We need to arrest the politicians and bureaucrats who've done this. It's euthanasia, we know that. But tell me, what is it called when a government kills its own people? We need to take back control from the government, the corrupt scientists, and the corrupt regulators for nurses, doctors, therapists, paramedics. COVID is a cobbled together disease. We're being told in hospitals and general practices by the government what we should be doing. Governments should never control health professionals. Health professionals should be controlled by you, the patients. When the government controls the doctors and nurses and professionals, it's like Nazi Germany. We become directed by the government and their crony regulators like the General Medical Council and the Nursing Council. We need to take back control. You all know that the tests are rubbish. Yeah. You've all seen the videos by Dr. Coleman, Dr. Kaufman, Dr. Dolores Carhill, Professor Carhill, who's here. Give her a big round of applause. You also know that the so-called virus SARS-CoV-2 has never been COVID-19, never been proven with the full set of Koch postulates. Parts of our own human cells can look and move like viruses between cells, and that's what these tests are testing for. They're testing your own body, then they're telling you you're ill. That's why Piers and I and Dr. Andrew Kaufman, we wrote a letter to Boris and a petition. We want proof of the virus and that it causes COVID. Nearly 3,000 signatures already. If you haven't signed, sign now. Did you know that the WHO told our government not to isolate the virus. I have emails from Professor Zambon at Imperial College London. She's the boss for COVID testing, precedent for our government being told by the WHO how to run the NHS. It's globalist. It tells our kids in school now to wear masks. The WHO is telling us what to do. We need to take back our sovereignty. We need to take control. We must not lose control of our own bodies. Now, COVID is a made-up disease. A temperature, a cough. Who hasn't had that? Got a temperature, you must have COVID. Got a cough, you must have COVID. Got hit by a truck. And that's what the coroner says. The codes of professional conduct say we must not harm patients. That's all being put in the bin by the government. We've got to have new regulators. We want you to join with us health people to make public pressure to get rid of the GMC, the NMC, and the HPC.
We are going to start a new nursing board. Dr. Kevin Corbett and myself. We are
Right, I've only got a few more things to say and then I'll get off. Now, we want you to join together, like Ked said, with the health professionals and push for take back control. We want a genocide trial of those responsible for the DNR order. A genocide trial. We want an international panel of experts critical of COVID to interrogate the virus. We want new regulators, new nursing council, new medical council, new health professions council.
Yes!
And no one should die without their family or loved ones present. Oh, but everybody in hospital should have their spiritual and religious support by the bed, not on an iPad. No more DNRs. No more DNRs. No more DNRs. No more DNRs.
do not resuscitate. They're telling people they can't be resuscitated. No more DNRs.
DNR. No more DNR. No more DNR. We want full public scrutiny of hospitals. We want you to be able to walk into your hospital. You pay for it. You own it. You move in. You just take control. We want And finally, we want to stop all the national adverts. And we want to stop track and trace and vaccination. We want to take back control. Take back control. Thank you, Kate. Thank you very much, and let's go on.
We're going to give you a bit of light relief now. For all of you that watch the telly, the Idiot's Lantern, we have a fantastic guest here. You might remember Chico from Chico time. Who remembers him? Who wants to hear him sing? I can't
and gentlemen, first of all, put your hands together for all the spiritual warriors that come out here today to lift you all, to bring you all. Just like you, I didn't sleep all night. You know what? Those who sleep don't know, and those that know won't sleep. I see every color, creed, sex, and gender here. And I want to say, if this is what tin hat and conspiracy looks like, this is where I want to be. This is a written destiny for you. We are going to be the spark that fuels the fire for people to go higher, to open their eyes and won't compromise, because they must realize we have been told too many lies. I turned round to the one most up above and I said, please inspire in my heart. Let me be an instrument of change. Let me inspire. Let me be a voice of truth. And I said, inspire in my heart. Whatever it came, and this is what happened. I finished it at 8 o'clock this morning. To all the misfits who won't toe the line, and to all the warriors who won't see this crime, and to all they work for free without a dime, and to all the impacts who can't sleep at night, cause traffic children and pedophiles, and all those fighting, for your right, and all those who won't give up the fight. Spiritual hearts showing you the light, and all those who show you the devil's bite, exposing politicians and all their lies, bringing you what's been hidden in the dark, satanic rituals. I can hear the cries of the voiceless children sodomized with fractured veins and panda eyes. What's it gonna take for you to realize? Cannon fighters squash like flies. New world order is our demise. To them we vermin despise. Was waiting for us to be hospitalized. They want the Georgia Stone to be finalized. And their agenda is to normalize pedophilia and the rogue are real crimes. Are you with me? I said pedophilia is a real crime. And break it down. And you're fighting with me over a month when TB, flu, pneumonia killed 3 times. More than COVID, that's without suicides. Creating depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. But your furloughs and your box set stopped you hearing the cries. While domestic abuse is on the rise. Killing small business and the middle class. Divorce cutting children rich alive. How the hell can you sleep at night? The real pandemic in my eyes. Do your research and ask me why. And if you believe them, the pigs fly. Homo sapien is time to rise. I say no to yes, I want acquiesce. We want freedom. Freedom. I say no to yes, I want acquiesce. I say freedom. I say no to yes, I want acquiesce. Freedom. I say no to yes, I want acquiesce. Shall I carry on? Shall I carry on? Well, ask yourself why would doctors risk it all? Empty wards, falsified deaths as the nurses expose it all. Ostracized and brutalized, loved ones can't even have a funeral. It's alright. We're getting there. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Guess what? All lives matter. We are one. Let me just say.
I'm David M. I'm a diplomat working with semiotics.
I know. If you all want to move, we're trying to get a screen in over here because we've got Dr. Vernon Coleman, Dr. Sherry Coleman. So we need to get a screen in over here. So please, folks, if you see them trying to move it past you, please make room. If you want to see an old man in a chair, don't you?
Choose your side! Choose your side!
Hey, we're gonna choose the side. We're gonna try the truth. I said, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. I said, sing it. One love, one heart, one one. We all know that all roads lead to Rome. Hollywood and Adrena. What? Let me do that again. Break it down. We all know that all roads lead to Rome. Hollywood and Adrena Crow. Lucifer won Solomon's temple. Satan entered the rock and go. Pizzagate. Everything Black Lives Matter. One thing. Spirit cooking. Gives legs. President and all you call me insane.
David!
Chico time! And if you look on the right to the left, we've got David Einstein!
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got much more to say, but let me just say this. You are fucking awesome. Yeah. Tell everybody, you know why? Because you are the spark of change. And now we got the legendaries with the David Icke. Wow! Us in telecommunication system. It's a masquerade, like the mask that they're making you wear. The vaccine, mercury, when I put that chemical into a microwave radiation field, you will die. Nobody wants to die. So what we're going to do, resist.
Everybody, please move over so we can make room when you see it coming, folks. This is for our old man in a chair, Dr. Tenpenny, Dr. Napute, so please look out for it.
Thanks, kid. So everybody has to understand the existential threat of the weapons program. This is an asymmetrical war that this terrorist government are waging on the people of this country. They are terrorists. The BBC are terrorists. They have lied. They have lied to everybody here. This is a political agenda to commit mass genocide on the population. That is the agenda. That's why they're using the weaponization of a system, 5G, to kill. People have to wake up, do your research, look into what we're talking about so you can make the right decisions to resist. We must save our children. They've just fitted 60 gigahertz frequency in schools across the country. Those children will be gassed in those schools. Do not send them back to school. Do not send them back to school. That is a massive risk.
We got a message here from the Metropolitan Police. They said that they can disperse it with a new law that came on Wednesday. A £10,000 fine.
I don't care!
And they asked if there was any way we could what is this? Just a short period of grace. Are we going to do that? I can't hear you at the back. Are we going to stay on our feet?
Everybody, do your research. Get organized locally. We are the scum of the earth. They've risen to the top. They've taken control. They've took your homes, your jobs. Every single symptom that's been of the blood. It's radiation burning. These are criminals. We've got criminals running communications. We've got Vaccination is a killer. You take it, and believe you me, you will not last very long. It is imperative we fight. Get organised locally. Grow your numbers locally so that we can take these criminals out. We must stop this. It's a lockstep. Day by day, they take more and more power. We have to stop them. Stop them.
Mark still, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a political movement called SaveUsNow.org.uk. It is a pound a month. I am the medical nurse advisor on it. Please join it. SaveUsNow.org.uk. We intend to get the money behind as a partner. He dares to speak out. A very respectable doctor. He does a lot of work overseas and he's in the NHS. He spoke out about that. They hadn't even gone through the usual channels to discuss it. This man, a family man with children, the General Medical Council are gangsters. They are working common purpose for a corrupt government. They are allowing the do not resuscitate. I want to introduce and I want to hear you right at the back over that goddamn helicopter that's trying to harass us. Dr. Mohammed Adil.
My fellow citizens of the world, members of the public, professionals, doctors, engineers, parents, journalists, and intellectuals of the world. It's an honor and privilege to welcome you all at this glorious get-together at the heart of the world and heart of the London, Trafalgar Square. I would like to pay my greatest gratitude for all of you who has been traveling from far and distance to participate at this historical event. And I am very pleased to see that you have already won the battle. Freedom fighters. Our homes may be hundreds and thousands of miles away, but our heart is beating together. I can feel the warmth of your sincerity, your love, and your affection in myself. My name is Dr. Mohammed Adil. I graduated my basic medical degree from National Medical College, Multan, Pakistan in 1986, and I came to this country in 1990 for high qualification fellowship from the Royal College of Surgeons, and I am a teacher and trainer. I have a significant contribution towards scientific innovation, towards teaching and training, not only to UK, but also in the rest of the world. I'm known as a speaker with a scientific innovation. I'm a general surgeon, but I'm a specialist in colorectal surgery and breast surgery. I have unblemished record of my medical career.
not only in UK in the last 30 years, but prior to that in Ireland and Pakistan. I have great regard for you all. Exactly is the problem. As a scientist with a long-standing experience, knowledge, and skills, and a lot of contribution on scientific research and publication, I wanted to contribute my services towards identifying the truth